Oh, what is good?
Welcome back.
Welcome back to the Creature Hours podcast. This is episode 7. Take a break in the middle because, as you know, we had Thanksgiving break, a little break from all the hustle and bustle of campus life. But we're back, feeling kind of refreshed after that break. How about you?
I I wanted to say I feel like a changed man, but I definitely don't.
No, I think my sleeping schedule got worse over the break because I there were points where I stayed up until like 6 just playing TFT and then going to bed, waking up at 2. So yeah, but this is the Creature House podcast. My name is Andrew, your local Joji enthusiast.
And I am Alex, your native self-poisoning eucalyptus koala.
Nice. Um, so it is now December. Today is what, December 1st.
December 1st.
Christmas is 24 days away. Um, Super excited for that. Tis the season. Am I right or am I right?
Funny about tis the season. We're currently smelling the tis the season scent from Bath and Body Works.
Yeah.
But yeah, both Christmas is coming up, and then Hanukkah just started.
Hanukkah.
We are third day.
Third.
I think third day.
Third or fourth. I know they have a display in the student center where they're lighting up each of the light
No, I have
bulbs,
to
and
check.
it's in the middle. I think there's 7 candles, right?
What
I
day
don't know.
of
I am very ignorant.
Hanukkah is it? It started on Sunday. What's today's date?
Wednesday. So if it started on Sunday, it's a 4th day.
Fourth day.
Yeah.
I can't
4th
count.
day.
Fourth day of Hanukkah. So if you're Jewish, happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah. But yeah. Also today came the Spotify Wrapped. Everybody got their Spotify Wrapped today. If you do listen to Apple Music, Soren, I know you're an Apple Music user. Unfortunately, you didn't get the special treatment, but you get a version of it anyway. Yeah, you get a version of it anyway. But
Yeah, it's like the Walmart brand of a.
in my honest opinion, I felt like this year's Spotify Wrapped was kind of cringe. The
Oh,
the different, like, here's the soundtrack for your main character playlist, or here's a playlist as long as your
Your
skincare
skincare
routine.
routine.
I was like, no way they
how
did that.
how long is your skincare routine?
It's like 2 or 3 steps.
Yeah, I think
Uh,
mine could last maybe a song or two.
Yeah, it's like, what? I wash my face, exfoliate, moisturize.
Yeah.
About it. It's not much, but 100 songs. I'm not going through a whole skincare routine in that amount of time. But with that, my Spotify Wrapped was kind of nuts. I'm not gonna
Was it
lie.
really?
It was like in the Spotify, for those of you that don't know, Spotify every year does what's called a Spotify Wrapped, where they take your entire listening, your the entire year of you listening to music from January to, they stop recording data at the end of October. Um, they just take all that data and they compile it into this little, like, neat little slideshow-esque video for you to watch, and they tell you your most listened to artist, the different genres you listen to, how many different artists you listen to, your most listened to podcasts, your most listened to, how many minutes you listened on Spotify. And if I remember correctly, it told me I listened to 89,000 minutes of audio from Spotify, which is kind of nuts. But that also includes the Spotify that I put on when I sleep. So I'm sure that's a big contributor to how much I listen to. But I think this year's Spotify Wrapped for me was pretty much the same as last year. Um, like, Joji was my top artist 2 years in a row, this year and last year. So not much.
Mine has shifted a little bit. So last year, I believe that my top artist was AJR, followed by DNCE.
Mm-hmm.
This year, 2 out of my top 3 are from my sleep playlist.
Yeah.
Which was like mildly disappointing. I wish that like there could be like there'd be like settings that you can turn off to like turn off analytics for like very particular playlists, because
Yeah.
a lot of my Wrapped will get like screwed up and whatnot off of between my sleep playlists, and then I always have music playing when we're playing D&D, and so it's just like, oh yeah, like your most like listened to genre is soundtrack music. I'm like, god damn it, like
Jeez. Yeah.
which like I do listen to like a good fair bit of soundtrack music as like a whole, but like not really. My top artists, so AJR has technically shifted down to my number 4 artist of the year. My number 1 artist of the year is Twice.
Hey, Twice is a good artist. Twice, good group.
I mean, you know, released a new album this year too.
Yeah, I heard about that.
That, and then we got like Alcohol Free earlier on.
Yeah.
And then my number 5 is Nicki.
Nicki.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my number 1 is Joji. 2, it goes Joji, Jacob Collier, Daniel Caesar, Bruno Major, then Coda the Friend. Which is pretty good, pretty alright. It's very indicative of the type of music that I really like listening to. It's like the one section of the Spotify Wrapped include like the type of aura that you exuded.
Yeah.
Based on your.
I mean, mine made sense. What was yours?
Mine was chill and wistful.
Mine was moody and good vibes.
Yeah. So
and it was like a bluish green color.
Yeah, mine was like light blue. Hold on. I'm pretty sure it's either red or green, based on the way it looked. But
oh, forgot.
Hold on. What? Oh, vibe check. There it is. Hold on. I need help. Distinguishing color. Entering Wrapped multi-dimensional mode.
Okay, it's like a bluish green.
Okay.
So it's like the same as mine.
Yeah, chill and wistful. Which pretty good, pretty alright. And it was cool because when they make the playlist for you, I don't know if you checked out that playlist at all, but there's some artists that recorded like your Wrapped playlist, the Wrapped 2021 playlist. There are some artists that like record videos of themselves like thanking you for being part, like them being part of your listening throughout 2021, which I think is pretty cool. We got a little message from Rich Brian, songs. Got a message from Billie Eilish, Coldplay.
It's different from your top 20 song or your top 2021, right?
No, it's the Wrapped playlist that they make for you. Your top songs 2021.
Where the hell?
Yeah, like if you look here, like you see the video Rich Brian.
Okay, so it is your top.
Yeah, your top songs 2021. And then Coldplay did a video, and then Billie Eilish made a video.
Oh, I got one from Twice.
Yeah, Twice made their own video about that, which I think is pretty nice. Spotify Wrapped is pretty cool, but as a music streaming platform, so hard to sometimes navigate, but it's fine. Sometimes when I want to switch my settings, I don't know where the settings are, and it's in your library for some reason, and I'm like, okay, well, I guess. But from there,
Spotify, if you're listening, please let me turn off analytics for some playlists. I feel like that would be more indicative of what I actually listen to.
Let me turn off my analytics for my sleep playlist.
Yeah, what was your top genre?
Oh, I took a screenshot of that. I don't know. It was dance pop, which makes sense.
Mine was anime.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's soundtrack music?
Well, it's soundtrack music, but also just like openings, endings.
Yeah.
Whenever I want to feel hype, I'd listen to something like that. Or if I want to feel sad.
Yeah, surprisingly, J-pop was my second genre. Which, now that I'm thinking about it, I had a big J-pop phase like earlier in this year. That was all I listened to.
Well, it's funny because
pop.
this like takes from the entire year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like
up until October.
Yeah, up until October, and I only listen to my sleep playlist during the summer.
Oh.
Because I have my specified Goodnight Babe Kowalski sleep playlist
Mm-hmm.
hooked up to my Echo Dot, and so whenever
Oh.
I'm like, oh hey Echo Goodnight, it'll start playing that playlist. But when
Mm-hmm.
I'm here, I either just like cash out for the night, or I'm playing either my beach playlist or my midnight drive playlist.
Mm.
And so it is like funny because I forget that adds to my analytics,
Yeah.
and I'm debating if I want to switch that back at home
Mm-hmm.
to a different thing.
See, for me, my sleep playlist, I didn't make it until September, but I used it every night until
Yeah.
the end of October. So I'm confused as to how 2 months of listening to that playlist made it like shoot up to the top of my. Well, oh no, never mind. That makes sense. Listening to it every night, especially if the playlist is less than 8 hours, it just loops.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. But yeah, my top genres ended up being like dance pop, then J-pop, chill R&B, yeah, chill R&B, um, bedroom pop, and then alternative R&B.
I'm looking for mine. Okay, top artists. We knew that. Twice. Celestial Aeon Project. Kaito. AJR. Nikki. Give me my top John. Oh, okay. This is so hard. I wish it just gave it to you on one screen.
True.
I was in the top 1% of listeners of Twice.
I was in the top 0.5% of Joji listeners.
Wow. Little sad boy out
Little
here.
sad boy. Yes, sir.
Damn it. Come on. Give it to me. Nope, I don't need my vibe check. But it also like I swear I just like had looked at this like last month, right?
Yeah.
Where I feel like this semester in particular, I mean like this year sort of has gone by so incredibly fast.
This year has gone by really fast. I mean, yeah, it has. You say that every year, but like this year was so quick.
No, I felt like last year went by so slow for me.
Yeah, because
With
pandemic stuff.
yeah, with COVID, I
Yeah.
absolutely hated that.
Yeah, it was so dreadful. But this year went by fast mainly because everything's back again. And I'm super happy about that.
Yeah, except like next week for us is finals, and I wasn't aware of that like until like a week ago.
I don't want to do finals, bro. Finals.
Okay, I went through every single screen of this, and I don't know where my genre went.
Oh, what did your top songs end up being?
Oh, so 3 out of the 4 of them are on my sleep playlist.
All of these are on my sleep playlist.
Surprisingly enough, I know I listened to the song a lot, but I didn't think it'd be up on here. So, my number 1 song ended up being Greek Tragedy by the Wombats.
Oh. Huh. Interesting.
And apparently I listened to it like, whatever, 100 plus times.
My number one song was Honesty by Pink Sweats, and I listened to it 278 times.
I love that song.
I love that song as well, because then it goes into Drive Safe, which Drive Safe is easily, like, for me, top 10 songs of all time.
All right.
I love that
So
song.
is Honesty your is your favorite Pink Sweat song?
That or 17.
I
I really enjoy 17.
I'm kind of basic. I really like At Your Worst.
Yeah. That's a
That
good
like
song.
and the version with Kehlani,
Mhm.
is so good.
Really good.
So yeah, my top song is Greek Tragedy. My second song is Fujikawa Sanka, which is like that's the main theme for Yuta Camp.
Oh, gotcha.
So that and then Merry Go Round to Life from
Mhm.
House Moving Castle. This other random Japanese playlist song. I think another Yuta Camp song.
Mhm.
And then Come Through by Jeremy Zucker.
Gotcha.
But particularly the version with Bia Miller.
Bia Miller, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for me, it goes Honesty, Drive Safe, then Easily by Bruno Major, Too Deep to Turn Back by Daniel Caesar, and then Like I Need You by the famous underground artist Keshi.
Keshi, yeah.
But yeah, whole lot of, again, sleep playlist. That, like, the top, like, 50 songs on my top 2021 playlist are all in my sleep playlist. And it, like, as much as that's like indicative of what I listen to when I'm like sleeping or when I'm vibing, stuff like that, I really wish it was something different.
So what I also didn't realize about your top 20 songs is that they are ordered.
They are ordered, yes.
And my first Twice song is number 10
Number 10.
at Feel Special.
Ah, yes. What a good song. Um
Oh, I am kind of sad that Hwasa isn't higher, but that's fine.
yeah. Driver's License is on this playlist. I forgot how much I listened to that song.
Yeah, that, and then I'm also surprised too because listen to um
Hey.
I listen to Surfaces a lot on on like our road trip and just like in general because it's like a good third of my vibes playlist.
Mm-hmm.
But oh yeah, fucking love Twice.
Twice. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm surprised that there's like, I feel like every year I'm like, I feel like this should be higher, but I guess what the number says.
The numbers don't lie.
How are you guys? I am mildly stressed out right now, but chilling. But yeah. So with the wrap up of the year, how are you feeling like that everything's coming to a close?
Well, I am kind of glad that this year's coming to a close.
Yeah.
Mainly because I want to see, they say like every year there's always something different, and usually it's not, but like, I don't know, for some reason I have a feeling in my gut that next year is going to be like kind of good. At least I'm hoping so, but I want this year to be closed so I can go on to next semester and then go on to like my senior year of college, you know.
Sure. I'm in a really similar boat where I feel like every semester I'm like, next semester is gonna be good.
Mm-hmm.
Next semester is gonna be better. I feel like this semester has been pretty mediocre for me, only because there's like really low lows and like really high highs, and so they've just kind of averaged out and like,
Yeah.
and like today in particular has really solidified that for me.
Yeah.
And that I'm like, man, if I could drop out of engineering, I would really want to, but also
Same.
I can't because I'm in my senior year.
Yeah. If today was anything to go by, I want the semester to be over.
Like, if it's like indicative of anything, or like like if it's like a tell at all, I think today alone has made me want to impulse buy a Keurig.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I so badly want to get a Keurig now.
Yeah. I want like a coffee machine, or like at least an espresso machine. I've heard they're like so convenient, and when we visited your house in Seattle,
Yep.
that was so nice. A really good addition to the home.
Yeah. That coffee machine in particular though is like,
It's like $500.
it's like really expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Keurig machine. I was talking to one of our friends earlier today, and the Keurig machine that I want to get, I'm like, yeah, I think I'm gonna like ball out a little bit. It's like $165,
Mm-hmm.
which, hey, it is balling out. It can make iced coffee, or in my
I'm saying is If you let me chip in, I will use it as much as possible.
Well, I don't mind paying for the machine. It's just that like pods, and then what I'm planning on doing, for like this semester
Mm-hmm.
and next semester in total. Actually, this is a great segue because I'll talk about a couple other things.
Mm-hmm.
So, what I'm planning on having in my room. So next semester I'll be moving into my own little apartment and
Yeah.
everything, and making it more of like a communal space than just my own living space.
Yeah, definitely.
And so in the event that pull this trigger on a Keurig, right? I don't want to have to do like dishes all the time.
Yeah.
And so what I'm planning on doing is like having like a little station set up that's like a little dentist office or like whatever.
Yeah, like the
Lo-
water cooler type setup.
Yeah, where it's gonna be like it's like my fridge, and right next to it is gonna be on my Keurig. All like the pods are gonna be like on like a little rotating rack, and then right next to it is gonna be like a stack of like 50 disposable cups with like lids and everything, so people can just like come do their thing
Mhm.
and then like leave. Also, because I don't want to do dishes, and so it's
That's
like
fair. Yeah.
if you want to like just like buy your own box of pods and like occasionally help restock the cups.
Do you know if the fridge makes ice?
No, it does not.
Do you want me to bring the ice
Oh, the
machine over
ice maker?
from
Oh,
I'm saying our house does not use that quite enough. So if you want, we
Oh.
can lend that to you for the semester, and then as long as you give it back,
Yeah,
'Cause-
let's do that.
yeah, it also makes different types of, like different sizes of ice.
Oh,
So
and we could just like we can make cold brews and like
True.
ice tries. Oh, yeah, let's do
yeah,
that.
I'll bring over the ice machine from our house and then bring it over. 'Cause it's so nice.
It is great. Okay, no, that's great because so I over my 4 years, but very particularly this year and then this last break in particular, I've really just like accumulated a little kitchen without having a kitchen.
Yeah.
So it's like, in a dorm room, we don't really have like ovens or like
Stove.
stovetops.
Hot
really-
plates.
Yeah, and like any of those things. And so I've just like accumulated a bunch of things that are like littler appliances that like kind of substitute all of that.
Yeah.
And so in my new apartment, I still won't have a kitchen, which is sad. But in terms of appliances, I have accumulated your classic hot water heater,
Mm-hmm.
a rice cooker. I now have an air fryer.
Sous vide.
I have my sous vide, so that's like honestly a game changer.
And then
I just brought back a induction top
ooh,
with like a set of like 5 pots and pans,
nice. Nice.
a whole bunch of like bakeware.
Mm-hmm. He does have an air fryer.
I do have an
It's
air
right
fryer.
over there.
Yep. A whole bunch of like bakeware. I am so incredibly excited because I'm very thankful for my family. They all had like chipped in, and they're getting me a KitchenAid mixer.
Yeah.
And holy shit, I'm so excited. Oh my god. Like, cuz my my partner coworker,
Mhm.
he's the one with the oven, and so it's like I can make bread in my room and then go and bake that bread
True.
in the oven. I no longer have to cream butter by hand.
That'd be
I
so
can make
nice.
like we can make like legitimate baked goods. I'll make a bunch of cookie dough. I'm gonna freeze it, and then I'll bring it over to your house,
Let's go.
and we'll just make cookies.
Let's
right?
go. I'm
I am
excited.
so KitchenAid mixer. Keurig.
Keurig. I'm like movie nights are about to be so lit.
Oh yeah,
It's gonna be so lit.
yeah. Everybody's just gonna pile into my room and like we'll all have like hot chocolate or something.
Yeah.
I'm so
That'd be
excited.
so nice. Uh, you're gonna have quite the setup coming in the next semester. That's so cool.
Yeah, all of this out of my dorm room apartment.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so excited. I've never been in an HD room, so I kind of want to see what it looks like. Um, cuz this room already is pretty
Pretty big,
large.
yeah.
Yeah.
I did luck out a little bit with this room in particular, but it'll be interesting because, so for more context for our viewers, I haven't left this building. Period.
Yeah.
My freshman year, I guess I was technically outside of the building, but I was within the same complex.
Hmm.
So next semester will be the first time that I'm moving out of what we know as Heights Hall,
Heights.
which will be different. It'll be kind of weird. I've never had to live more than a floor off of the main level, so having to take an elevator or taking more than a flight of stairs to my room is going to be like a little bit different
Hmm.
because there's so many times in my day where I'll like leave my room, get like halfway across the campus, and then realize I forgot something in my room. And I've taken for granted the fact that I can just like run downstairs really
Yeah.
quick, grab something, and like get
Come
back.
Yeah. And the fact that Heights Hall is is a little bit closer to everything,
Yes.
as well. But I feel like Geisert, especially now, it's gonna be like, what, Geyser's a lot closer to like off-campus stuff, so you don't have to walk as far. But it's like, what, an extra, what, minute, closer, which is not too bad. Um, but you're gonna be living where I lived freshman year, and Geyser, like in terms of how Geyser is in general, I feel like Geyser's a lot nicer than most of the other halls.
In looking at all of the other halls, so for everybody on this, sorry to exclude anybody that's not on Bradley, but how in my opinion living in Heights will rate the halls.
Mm-hmm.
So for me it goes Heights, then it goes Williams, Geisert, Harper, U-Haul, Wyckoff.
Wyckoff will always be at the bottom for me. Yeah, for me, I haven't been in a Heights room that is outside of here, so it depends.
Yeah.
But excluding Heights, I would go Williams, Geisert. Yeah, Williams, Geisert, Harper, U-Haul, Wyckoff.
So the same.
Yeah. So because I like, apart from this room, I've never been in any Heights building, but
It's
Geisert,
they're still relatively spacious compared
Mhm.
to everything else.
yeah. Good luck with the Geisert elevators. Oh, the cameras are watching in the.
Yeah. It's funny now though because something will like happen in that building and where I've been able to sit here and be like, that's not my problem.
Yeah.
Next semester it will be.
Yeah. So, the quick story, because our school got relatively famous because of it, because it went on Barstool.
Yep.
But there's a sign in the Geisert elevators that says, "Don't push the elevator buttons with your genitals," and the story about that is I saw it on someone's Snapchat story where someone pushed the elevator button with their penis, and it's kind of nasty because how are those buttons like sanitized daily?
I mean, I'm sure after that came out, they have been.
They have been.
But there's no way that it's like daily sanitized.
Oh my god. What compels a person to do that? It's so gross.
I don't remember, or I don't remember if I saw something that it was like, if like that person wasn't like mentally well at the
Mm-hmm.
time, or like what the actual backstory of it was. But I'm now wary.
I'm wary. Yeah, but um, yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of stories with a bunch of different elevators on campus that have happened as
Mostly
while I was
like
here.
breaking down, catching on fire.
Yeah, the elevator in U-Haul caught on fire my freshman year.
The one in
Um,
Geyser has flooded this year.
it stopped working during move-in day, so we had to take flights of stairs.
That's pretty typical though. Oh man. Okay, luckily I won't be dealing with like big move-in. It'll just be smaller move-in.
Mm-hmm.
But it'll definitely be a different vibe
Mm-hmm.
just because it'll be something that's not heights, and I've only known heights.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna make a speed run time for your fastest security and
I don't plan on taking any securities
really.
at all. Um, so right now, I we do this thing in every single one of the halls called security, or just where somebody is on security.
Mm-hmm.
Just making rounds of the building pretty regularly every hour. Just making sure that the building is safe and secure. So I occasionally take those jobs in our building, and as of right now, I believe I hold the record for the fastest heights round time, just because I've one of very few people that like have been here for long enough to like remember how to do a heights round, at least part of like the staff, apart from the staff that's here this semester.
Mm-hmm.
um where it's like I've gotten a round down to like sub 5, almost 4 minutes,
Sub 5, yeah.
where a normal round should be like between 10 to 15 to 20.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't plan on taking any more securities, especially in a different building.
Mm-hmm.
Because I won't have to. Hopefully, with my new job, I will not have to.
Hopefully. Yeah. That's super exciting though. Hall director Alex, big promotion.
Yeah. It's also locked me in. I don't know if we've ever talked about this before, but I'm now locked in, or more or less locked in, for 2.5 more years of schooling.
Let's go. Let's go.
2.5 more years, potentially 3,
Mm-hmm.
just because we've found that there are no drawbacks to me taking a little bit more time on my master's as long as I'm like still employed here at Bradley.
Mm-hmm.
So that I'll be going for my master's in business administration.
Nice.
Big grad student. I
Big
am.
grad student.
I know you're watching out there. I'm making Jade do all of my accounting homework. I will come to you for all my actuarial science and finance.
If you need anything with statistics, I'm the guy.
It is a lot more accounting classes than I had originally anticipated.
Yeah. But hey, if you need any help making your way around Excel, pretty much an expert at Excel at this point.
I'm actually doing Excel currently right now and doing a lot of stuff with the solver, and I absolutely hate that solver.
I learned to absolutely love it because it's very, very simple.
It's like one of those things where it's like I understand the theoreticals
Mm-hmm.
of like what needs to go and like why things need to go, but then like I'll get that one random error and I'm like, I have no clue where in my sheet that error comes from.
Yeah. It's whack. But once you figure your way around Excel, like I've seen the amount of people that want you in terms of like jobs
Oh
and
yeah.
internships goes so far up. Like just having the basic knowledge of how Excel works.
Or just like Microsoft Office.
Microsoft Office especially. Oh my god, so nice. Um, which brings me into like, bro, not excited to look for jobs or
Mhm.
like internships and stuff. I've been applying to a whole lot of internships as of late. I'm getting my resume professionally reviewed,
Mm-hmm.
and they told me that my resume was a load of shit, so now I have to redo
Really?
absolutely everything.
Did
Yeah.
you go in thinking that your resume was good?
I got help from Megan.
Yeah.
I went into the Smith Career Center a couple times, and they were like, "Your resume is pretty all right." And then I got it. I went to get it professionally reviewed, and they were like, "Yeah, this isn't working. Your resume is like very asymmetrical, which makes no sense." Because I'm like, "Why does that matter?" But
Mm-hmm.
thinking about it, um, and learning that there's a software that auto checks resumes,
Yep.
I have to cater my resume to that software
Yep.
uh, first, and then the employer, which is a
No,
pain. It's a
it's
pain.
it's weird because I first learned that when applying to much bigger companies, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like the biggest one that I've applied to and have gotten denied 3 times by 4 times now, um, is Disney.
Yeah.
Because every single one of their applications has a different set of buzzwords.
Ah.
And so, whether or not you're applying to be like an Imagineer or just like janitorial services, each one has a different set of buzzwords that you need to cater to because you're competing against literally thousands of people
Yeah.
that, like, if you don't have just those buzzwords, it's going to kick you out. Like, it makes me so upset. Okay. Talking about this auto sorter. For anybody that doesn't know, Disney has this thing called the Disney College Program that they host throughout the year. It was on pause for a little bit, but it's back now,
Mm-hmm.
at least in Florida. I don't know if it's open back up for California, but it's essentially where you go in, you work at the parks full time, half part time ish,
Mm-hmm.
and take classes with Disney University.
Ooh.
Classes being more like seminars of like, oh, this is like how you like navigate like a big company, how like taking just like assorted business classes with
Yeah.
them, right? And it's been something that I've always wanted to do, and if I don't land like my dream job out of college, I probably will do it out of grad school.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it's like stuff like that where there are 3 steps to the interview. So there is the online written application,
Okay.
there's the web-based interview, and then a phone interview.
Oh.
The first one is the hardest to get through, I would say, kind of, in that like it just basically asks you to like state out your resume, like why you want to like be a part of like the DCP and
Yeah.
everything, and that's when the buzzwords kick in.
Yes.
So my second time applying, I got past that interview, um, and there's some weird discrepancy in which I didn't know how to do the second one. That's why I didn't get in the second time. But I had made it in with that application the first time.
Okay.
I think, and when I went to go apply for my third time now, I used that same application and just added skills to it, and I got rejected within 20 minutes.
Wow.
I got
Holy
rejected
shit.
within 20 minutes because I think that there is one discrepancy where it like asks you to like list like, oh, what's your preferences? Because there's like at any given point there could be like 5 different programs that you could be doing.
Mhm.
It's like, oh, are you applying for like fall or what they call fall advantage, which is like you arrive a little bit earlier. It's like spring advantage,
Yeah.
summer, fall in Disney World, fall in Disneyland, and like there's you're applying to the DCP, but it's like preferences wise.
Yeah.
And I think that there was one discrepancy of being like, oh, what program are you applying to? And then and then the next question asks you to rank the different ones. I think so. My preference was early fall Disneyland.
Okay.
I think when I ranked mine was I put number 1 as just normal fall Disneyland, and then second was early fall. I think because of that one discrepancy, they're like, that person not good enough, and then that program threw out my application within 20 minutes, and I
Sheesh.
and at that same time when we were applying with our other friends, uh, the friend that I was with at the time got accepted in within 45 minutes. And I'm like, there is no way a human went through that.
No, absolutely not.
There is no way somebody went and reviewed my application, rejected me within 20 minutes, accepted them within 45. And so, and that was my last time applying, because after which, that's when COVID hit. And then
Yeah.
now I'm going to be a hall director, so I can't really just leave in the middle of it. Um, but yeah, it kind of sucks.
Yeah, that that sounds dreadful. Like, so far for me, I've tinkered my resume after a bit, and I've applied to all the big companies for like insurance and stuff. So like Allstate, State Farm, Progressive, all those big insurance companies for actuary, like where I can get actuary work done. And I have not heard back from any of them yet. So hopefully I get an internship somewhere, because I need to work and I need to get experience.
Yeah.
And I need job experience to get a job, but I can't get job experience.
Yeah, it's
with a
like
job.
oh yeah, to apply for this entry level job, we want you to have 2 years worth of work experience for this entry level job. And it's just like
Yeah, and I'm like,
excuse me, this is supposed to be my 2
entry
years.
level.
Yeah, this is supposed to be my entry level, like right out of college.
Yeah, like how am I supposed to get a job with no job experience? But how am I supposed to get job experience without a
Without a
job?
job, yeah.
Like, what? Come on. So it's a whole thing. But hopefully the job application process goes well. I know I'm gonna try and go through that throughout winter break. From there.
Is
But
this for summer
this is
2022?
for a summer internship, which is scary because apparently you're supposed to have 2 experiences before you graduate.
Mm-hmm.
I probably won't have that.
It's important, but it's also not.
Yeah.
It's really just like how you present yourself, and if
Mhm.
you can highlight your stuff on
Yeah.
time. It's just like internships are just like the easiest way to go about it, right?
Mhm.
I'm fortunate enough where I've been working in an industry that relates to my occupation,
Yeah.
and that like has given me an edge over a lot. So again, for those who don't know, for the last since 2016, 2017, I've been working as an AutoCAD drafter. So I've just been drawing things in AutoCAD for various engineers and whatnot. That transfer really well
Yeah.
into everything else, and so it's like anybody who needs help with AutoCAD, let me know.
And you've been getting job experience along the way.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Which is super nice.
I technically am my own consultant slash work underneath a bigger company, but that's job experience like enough. I've been like applying everywhere else, but then especially with COVID, like last year I applied to like 12 different internships, all of which they're like, yeah, we canceled that because our office isn't open. Or like I just finished applying to like 3 of them, 2 of which also got canceled because they're like, yeah, we don't have like the space on our staff for that for that position anymore. And then I got denied for the 3rd one.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm fortunate to the point where they all have like remote work internships, which super nice. I don't have to leave home, do all my stuff on my computer. It's like that. I don't know if you've seen that TikTok challenge, like, I have to go to work now, where it's like it's this like whole audio where they're playing games and then they get a call and like, I have to go to work, and they move their setup, which is like a desk away, and they go into their work setup and then they go back to playing games, which for me seems like the ideal setup. It's just have a game station here, and then my work computer over there, and then when I don't have to do anything, go right back.
Yeah.
That seems really like the move, but I don't know. Big ups, big ups. I want to eventually like, I don't know, how much like I've been thinking about this a lot, but just like I want to upgrade to like a big like game setup.
Yeah.
Like there's for me it's like I want to provide like an entertainment setup, cuz like I want to play games with friends, and like it'd be cool to do like LAN party stuff, cuz
like,
that sounds fun as
like,
fuck.
I want to play modded Minecraft without dropping frames.
True. I want to play modded Minecraft without dropping frames too. It's cuz my setup's getting old. I want to upgrade my setup as soon as possible. But the market for graphics cards is gone. Bro, scalpers are the bane of my existence. I can't get a graphics card for under $1,500,
Yeah.
which they MSRP at like $800 to $500. I'm like, please, just give me one. But I can't.
Literally
Cannot.
everything has just been like marked up, especially since like COVID hit and everybody
Yeah.
like went remote. It's like actually kind of ridiculous.
Yeah. And it was like the demand for making computers shot up because of COVID. I'm like, I just want to get my parts, man. Just let me build my computer in peace.
Well, it's like that, and like I know we've been talking about it of like building keyboards,
Oh yeah.
and it's like I really want to do that, but it's also like finding the switches that I want
So
is like
hard.
kind of hard.
Yeah, because I know when we were talking about it during the summer, we were like, yes, we'll build it when the semester starts. And the semester started, I'm like, I have no money.
I have no money.
And then all the switches are out of stock. Everything's out of stock. I have to wait for drops. And I'm like, group buys and stuff. And I'm like, come on.
It's like one or the other. It's like I have money, but it's not in stock. I don't have money, and it
it's
is in stock.
I'm like, oh, come on. But I think I'm not gonna be building a keyboard, just buying switches for the keyboard I already have.
Yeah.
Because I have a hot swappable keyboard, so I think if I just switch the keys, I should be fine. Just need to clean my keyboard because shit's dirty.
I don't yet, and I want one.
Hot swappable keyboards are the move.
Yeah, but we'll see. Maybe I don't know if I'll be financially ready to do this after my Keurig.
The Keurig.
it's like that's my crossroads right now. It's like what do I want instead of this Keurig?
Yeah, that's
Or
fair.
it's like what am I gonna replace with this Keurig?
Mhm.
Maybe I just like won't eat for a month.
It's like when you bought the speaker and then the longboards, and it's like I have no more money for food.
Just use the rest of Kimberly's dining dollars that she never uses.
Really?
Well, she has like 700 left.
What?
And the semester's almost over.
Just 700, bro.
She
Take
needs to
me
get
out.
that down to 100.
Take me out to eat. Take me out to dinner.
I thought
Please.
Jade had a lot. Jade had like a good bit, but not that much.
Really? Jesus.
Oh my goodness.
But, that's a lot. 700? You start off with
I had
what,
that much.
900?
I had that much in like by the second week of school.
Yeah, for me, I had like 700 left, and like like the second or third week of school, and then I like dropped straight down to like 200 once I learned that you could buy like
Other stuff.
other things.
Oh, I'm so excited to get a second speaker.
Yeah, get a second speaker. I want to get the I have it on my Christmas list, but the big JBL boombox.
Yep. The party box or whatever.
Yeah, the party box. I want one of those. If they do give me the newer version, it's gonna be able to link up to that.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun for parties and
I'll
stuff.
probably end up getting a second flip just to have
Mhm.
surround sound. I don't know if they hook up to PCs like they do.
No,
Yeah.
they don't link up to PCs like they do with each other.
Well, I'm just if I have two flips, can I hook it up to my laptop? Is there a JBL web app?
No, no, but I've heard that if you connect one JBL speaker to your laptop, that should theoretically be able to link with the other one. Theoretically.
Theoretically,
Yeah.
we'll see.
We will see. But I do want to buy the new, like the 5, so like the Charge 5
To the Charge
and then
5,
the
yep.
Flip 5, so that when we do eventually host more gatherings, then we'll have more speakers for more sound throughout the house, which will be nice. But until then, um, gotta wait till be financially stable.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, and like Christmas season's coming up.
Yeah, Christmas season's coming up. I have a Vietnamese New Year. February is when the
True.
money's gonna be.
Yeah, that is coming up.
That is coming up. What else? Birthdays.
Birthdays.
That's not.
I'm
for
trying to think.
Months. It's not for months.
I'm trying to think of like if there's any other financial sink that I'm subjecting myself to. I don't think so, luckily.
I've subjected myself into the world of bowling.
Yes.
Yeah. I am not a couple, but I'm about $100 and some deep into the world of bowling. Bought myself my first pair of shoes and my first ball. Gonna have to pay like $30 to $40 to get that drilled at Landmark. But that's after I get over this tendonitis. So
Yeah.
but
I think I'm going harder core into rock climbing. I'm looking into more aggressive shoes.
Mhm.
I am now looking at outdoor gear.
Mhm.
What it'll take to lead climb, and then now building my own indoor gym setup.
Nice. Because I know my friend went down the same rabbit hole when he was getting into climbing, and he ended up building his own wall, like with like adjustable holds and stuff. And I'm gonna send this to you after the podcast, where there's a hold called Baby Supreme, where it's a 1.5 foot by 1.5 foot fucking baby head, and it's a big volume that's like $80.
So, before we wrap up, so I went to the Seattle Bouldering Project
Yep.
this weekend. I have never seen a hold like this before. So there's a volume that you had to stand on, and you kind of had to like frog grip it. So it's like you put your foot around the corner, 1 foot on the volume, and then there's 2 holds for you to like start on, and like you kind of like were like crunched like this. The next hold is the only one on the board left of the problem. It was like this massive cylinder, like 10 feet long,
What?
and like it was like off the wall and like protruded out. It was like a good like 4 or 5 feet from you, and at the end of the cylinder it was like this little concave that you could grab onto.
What?
This shit was like a V5/V6, just one leapfrog dyno to grab onto the cylinder, but as you grab on, you're gonna fall off if you don't wrap your legs around the cylinder at the same time.
What?
And then from there, you have to find a way to shimmy your body on top of it. So like this cylinder was horizontal and just up.
What the fuck?
And then you had to grab onto it and then work your way over to stand on it to then top out.
That's nuts. That's crazy. That sounds fun as hell though.
I tried it once and I fell on my ass. There was another dyno though that people were struggling with that I got and made me feel really cool, where it was just like, it was another like leapfrog jump, but there was no way for you to grab the second hold with two hands, and so it was literally just a jump and then grab and hang
Oh, that's
until
dope as
you
fuck.
until you like gain balance again. And even then, it wasn't the end. There was like two more slopers to finish out, and it was a top out. So Soren would have failed very miserably.
Way to call him out like that. But regardless of whatever hobby we're doing, all that we could ever ask is for you guys to stay safe out there.
Stay safe out there. Don't get tendonitis.
Don't get tendinitis. Stay safe. Don't die, please. I'll see you guys later.